Welcome to Revenge of the Show, and if it's your first time here, thanks for coming by, and really help out by being a subscriber. That will help Nacho, who just took off out of here. But anyway, why do you collect? Why? Why do I collect? Well,
Something wrong with us. Something very wrong with us. Something seriously wrong with us.
you know, it's like we gotta have it. It's like, because like, especially model kits and certain things, it's like once they're gone, you can't buy them unless you go to eBay and pay all that money. And it's like, oh, you wish you could have gotten that. The adults keep this stuff going. The kids don't. The adults do. If you go into some of these toy shops, you know, it's like most of the people who are shopping for Legos, they're adults. The Star Wars stuff, they're adults. You see some kids, I guess, you know, but it's like, this stuff, you know, a mother and father will buy these. I know my friends who have kids. They love Legos. They build them and all that kind of stuff. They love them. But otherwise, a little kid, this was probably $75 when it came out. You know, it's like, how many kids got $75 just laying around? Back in the day, and you know, this is a recreation of an old Hot Wheels, but you know, you can still get Hot Wheels for like 98 cents, which is amazing. Still to this day, I think they've been 98 cents for forever. I mean, there's deluxe editions of it. I paid $5 for that, by the way. But it's like, we are the ones that are driving it. We are the ones that are buying model kits. We are the ones doing a lot of that. And things have changed so much since I was a kid. I mean, if you were wearing a Star Wars shirt in high school back when I was a kid, you might get your ass kicked. I worked at a late night bar and I saw a change going on. At one point, you know, if you wore a Star Wars shirt or a Star Trek shirt, yeah, you're gonna get your ass kicked more than likely. Then you started seeing, you know, people wearing this stuff and it became like a normal thing. Nerd was no longer a bad word. So it's like you could collect stuff. You could go to Comic-Con. By the way, Comic-Con is an excellent place to find really good deals on stuff and see a lot of cool stuff. It has changed a lot, my generation to the younger generation. Back, it's still kind of hard now. I mean, if you bring a woman back to your house and you got a place that looks like the 40-year-old virgin, you might not get any, if you know what I mean. If you're a woman and a guy comes over to your house, most guys don't give a shit. If it's got a heartbeat, women collect a lot of stuff. Women are into some of the stuff that I'll be showing, and that was not the case before. I mean, you go to Comic-Con, you see a lot of women. There's certain things like a model show and stuff like that. Yeah, you don't. Kind of cool. Maybe it's Big Bang Theory. Maybe that's, you know, it made nerd not be a bad word, or, you know, I digress. Let's go back into what I was talking about, why we collect stuff. It's an addiction, and it's a love. And you see stuff that brings back memories. I mean, when you see Star Wars stuff, it brings back memories of when you first saw something, or a TV show. I mean, you might like James Bond stuff and stuff like that. You know, when you get something that's from that era, that's from that era. When you buy something that's from the 60s, it's like, that's not being made ever again. And it's original, and it's like a classic car or something like that. It's why we collect, I guess. We are into our past and our present. If we like something a real lot, there's an appreciation of something that's pretty cool, touch-wise and all that stuff, look-wise. Even though we don't take stuff out of packages too much. Anyway. When Star Wars came out and those action figures, most everybody tore those boxes open and played with those action figures and destroyed them. And now, a limited run is like 10,000 or 5,000 or whatever. Everybody's going to buy stuff, collect, you know, they're buying it for hoping to make a lot of money one day. That's not always going to be the case at all. But once, you know, once something's sold out, like a Lego kit, once it's sold out, once a model kit's sold out, any of this stuff is sold out, watch out, because eBay is going to be insane prices. insane. This kit, look at the prices that this is going. You know, the old kit. You know, it's probably dropped down a lot since this new one came out. And you take a chance. You know, you buy something, and it's like, oh, they're gone, and then they re-release them, and it's like, boom, I got some of my other videos. If you look at some of the Starship videos, it's like at one point, one of the Next Generation All Good Things Enterprise that was going for gigantic money some years ago, and they're still really expensive now. But there's people selling them for $1,000 when they didn't have any more in stock. So that's pretty insane. And all you people, the collectors out there, you know it. You go and you look at this stuff and you figure it out. And if you don't, I'm going to show you. Buy the stuff and we never open them up. You know, it's like we put them away, we put them in a box, we forget that we even have them. It's a pretty interesting dilemma. I mean, the collectors of all this type of stuff that I have here, it's a little sample, you know, it's like you just never know. I mean, this is a fairly new Star Wars figure. I'll have it listed on how much this is going for now, but it's like from a long time back, you know, when this first came out, original, this went up in value quite a bit, but there was so much stuff that was put out, and there still is so many action figures that are going out there. It's like, how do you decide? And so it's like, oh, this thing might be worth a real lot of money someday, and it might be worth less money. And there's a lot of it that's a lot, you know, action figure wise, there's a lot of it that's less money. So if you think about it, with all the stuff that you buy, if you think you're gonna make a lot of money on it, you might lose money on it. But, you know, that's a big business. You know, it's like, kids don't go out and buy stuff like this necessarily. This is probably like $17 when it first came out. When we were kids, action figures were pretty darn cheap. This stuff ain't cheap. They're really nice. I mean, what they could do now with laser scanning the people, the actors and stuff like that, the sculpt and everything is really well done. And then, you know, also on the show, it's like I will open up some model kits, and once in a while, I will open up something that, hey, my last few videos, if you look at some of those videos, I opened up very expensive Starship kits. Now the value, you know, you open something like this up, this is going for probably about $17. I'll put it up there. I don't know exactly how much it's going for right now, but you open it up, well, that value is gone. You know, at least, you know, you could probably still sell it, but not for what it's going for on eBay right now, because these are no longer made. And you know, I collect some Hot Wheels. I'm not really going to be doing Hot Wheels, but you know, I got a lot of collectible stuff. Like, so if you live in the Chicago area and you got a collection of stuff and you want to show it off, hit me up on Facebook. That's Revenge of the Show. You could join the group, or go to my Instagram, which is Bruce Bialik Arts, or you could go to my website, brucebialikarts.com. I'll list it somewhere in there. And, you know, you get a hold of me there. You know, I'm not getting paid for any of this stuff that's going on here, but, you know, it's like a lot of model kits. This is a rare model kit. I'm going to do DVD reviews, Blu-ray set, you know, reviews.
Target. We're too close. Stay on target.
We are hoping that, you know, it's like, usually if you're an addicted collector, you're like, oh, you know what, I'm going to buy 2 of these. And then I'll save one and I'll sell it, you know, and then I'll make up for it. You know, a lot of times it's like you still have 2 that you never opened up, and it's hard to part with on eBay. But, you know, if you're older, get rid of it. If you're young and you wait 20 years from now, you know, you might have a action figure, like the original one of this, it's going for huge money. But it didn't happen right away. You know, this movie came out a long time ago. It took a long time before that really got into the ridiculous prices. So what are you going to do if you're in your 50s? Are you going to wait another 20 years? Maybe you'll get some retirement money out of it. I don't know. Otherwise, open it up, display it. You know, it's like, we're not all 40-year-old virgin.
I dated this girl for a while, she was really a nasty freak.
And so that's, you know, here's another thing. I mean, this is, you know, model kits. Most of the people who build model kits, they're older. If you are building model kits and you're an adult like me, think about how many of your friends build model kits that you could hang out with and build model kits. Not many. Some of you, probably nobody. So think about that, and like, if you got kids, are they building model kits? Unless you're getting them to build model kits, they're probably not building model kits. So how many kids are playing model kits? They're playing video games and stuff like that. It's a dying thing, which is unfortunate because the kits are getting much better and they're really cool. And if you have a model shop in your area, or
Sherman, forget it, he's rolling.
any type of shop that deals with this kind of stuff, go to them. You know, it's like in Chicago, there's a lot of places that I could go to. And if you're in Chicago, again, if you're in Chicago and you own a comic book store or anything like that, let me know. I'd like to visit it. If you want me to come and visit, I'll shoot it. But it helps everybody. Brick and mortar stuff, yeah. I mean, you know, the internet, you could buy just about everything, but it's really neat to be able to go into a shop and look at an item and go, oh, I'll give you the best look I possibly can. I'm going to open these things up because a lot of people are never going to open this stuff. And I have a whole bunch of these. I don't think I've opened one in all the years that I've had them. But I will do it for this channel. All the things that I'm going to show you on this show, I will try my best to give you the best look that you could possibly get with anything that I show. I will now search the prices, what's going on eBay, if you can find them on Amazon, what other sites, because I'll tell you, if you should spend that kind of money, in my opinion. If you should spend your money on a movie. Once I have more subscribers, I will be able to show you more stuff. You know, it's like, I'm not going to open up a $300 thing for 17 people to watch, if you know what I mean. So, subscribe. All that stuff, you could help out tremendously by going to my Patreon page. A little bit would help. I'm trying to get something real big here. I'm trying to get other people to come on here, not just my opinion, not just my collectibles. I want other people to come on here and show their unique stuff and give you their opinion. So with that, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. I appreciate it. I appreciate all those subscribers, and if I could continue doing this, I will do my best, like I said, to show you some cool stuff. Bye-bye. Burn.